The chow line stretched across the yard, boots grinding into the sun-baked dirt of Camp Hawthorne. The heat made tempers short, and jokes cut sharper than usual. Private First Class Emily Parker stood in line like everyone else. Sleeves rolled just above the wrist. That was all it took. The butterfly tattoo on her forearm caught the eye of a group of infantry soldiers behind her. One smirked, loud enough for the others to hear. What's she gonna do? Flutter at the enemy? Laughter rippled down the line. Emily didn't flinch. She didn't turn. She kept her eyes forward, tray steady in her hands, silence her only shield. They thought they knew her. They did in single quotes T. Minutes later. The clatter of boots on metal rang across the mess hall. Heads snapped to attention as Commander Reynolds, a SEAL veteran with eyes that could pierce steel, entered. He paused at Emily's line. His gaze lingered on the tattoo and then on her unwavering stare. Slowly, he raised a hand in a crisp salute. The room froze. The laughter died midair. Soldiers straightened instinctively, a collective intake of breath filling the hall. Private Parker. Reynolds said, calm but commanding. I hear you're the one we call when it counts. You ready? Emily nodded, calm as ever. Hours later, the convoy rolled out under dust's orange haze. Dust swirled as armored vehicles rumbled across the uneven terrain. Radio chatter hummed. Coordinates, enemy sightings. Status reports, a constant rhythm of the battlefield. Alpha team, hold tight. Eyes sharp, eyes open. Reynolds instructed, voice tight over the comms. Emily crouched behind the .50 caliber mounted on the turret, gloved hands steady on the cold metal. Heartbeat strong, breath controlled. Every drill, every late-night exercise, every ounce of sweat converged into this moment. Shadows flickered at the edges of ruined buildings. A glint of metal caught her eye. Enemy snipers. She adjusted her stance, scanning every angle. Target at 210. Whispered ASQUADMATE. Click. The .50 cal barked. Smoke curled, dust erupted from the impact. The sniper nest was neutralized with surgical precision. Reynolds' voice came again, approving and sharp. Nicely done, Parker. That's why we trust you. The team advanced, inspired by her calm under fire. Emily reloaded methodically, scanning, ready for the next threat. Every movement calculated, measured. No heroics, just precision. Night fell. The town lay silent, the eerie calm after the firefight a heavy blanket. Emily stood atop the turret, silhouette framed by moonlight. Dust hung in the air, settling over crumbled streets and silent alleyways. A sudden radio burst. Bravo team, possible IED ahead. Check your corners. Emily's eyes narrowed. She signaled the squad, scanning, analyzing. Every instinct screamed caution. The convoy slowed, tactical formation tight. She could feel the tension radiate from her team. Soldiers relying on her judgment, her precision. A distant shot cracked through the night. Reflexes kicked in. Emily rotated the turret, tracing the origin. She fired. Another shot, and another. The threat neutralized. Adrenaline surged, but her movements remained fluid. Disciplined. Reynolds approached quietly, hand resting briefly on her shoulder, a nod of respect. You kept your head. Most would have panicked. Perfect execution. That's the kind of soldier we need. Emily gave a subtle nod, pride quiet and internal. The battlefield spoke louder than words ever could. Morning broke. But the mission was far from over. Recon reports indicated enemy positions deeper in the urban ruins. Emily and her team advanced under cover of shadows, boots crunching on broken concrete. Radio chatter crackled with every movement. Coordinates, updates, target confirmations. Enemy combatants fired sporadically, testing their formation. Emily's focus never wavered. The .50 cal barked again and again, suppressing enemy fire while the team maneuvered. Every shot precise, every reload deliberate. During a brief lull, Reynolds checked on her. Parker, that was clean. Eyes and trigger in perfect sync. Keep this up. Emily's gaze swept the battlefield. Her team moved seamlessly, covering angles, clearing rooms, advancing. She was no longer just a soldier with a butterfly tattoo. She was the anchor, the calm in chaos. Hours later, as the sun began to pierce through lingering smoke, the town was secured. Emily's squad regrouped, scanning one final time. The danger had passed, but the weight of the mission lingered in every soldier's stance. Back at Camp Hawthorne, Emily cleaned the .50 cal meticulously. Soldiers watched, whispers of respect replacing earlier ridicule. The smirks had vanished. The butterfly tattoo caught the light one last time, a symbol of quiet resilience, strength in plain sight. She walked into the mess hall, tray in hand, just another soldier. Yet now, everyone knew, when it counted, Emily Parker fired perfectly.